I also wanted to make a healing video about just some healing experiences that I've been having lately. So I just saw something really cool. It's this rock placed into the hole of that tree. Fascinating. So my 11-year-old and she just had a birthday, and she wanted to go get her nails done. So I had never had a manicure before. I like keep my nails short. I don't ever paint them, but I'd had a pedicure before, and so I was like, okay, maybe I can just get a pedicure. And so she got her hands and feet done, and I got my feet done, and it was fun. I chose bright red nail polish because of some things that I'm processing through. And the woman, she was Vietnamese. She had a very strong accent, and when she was like preparing my feet, I'm seeing a hummingbird. So beautiful. She asked if I wanted to do like this foot scrub thing. She was like, you really need it. And I felt like to agree and to receive that. This hummingbird is just hanging out right here in front of me. And so I did it, and I was absolutely astonished by how much stuff she was just like sloughing off of my feet. And my daughter was like in the chair next to me, and she just had this like horrified look on her face, because it's basically like a cheese grater. I don't know if you've ever had this done, but it's basically like a cheese grater, and they just like across your feet. And I go barefoot a lot, and so I have like pretty formed calluses on my feet apparently, because she's just going, and my daughter signed to me, does that hurt? Like, tell her to stop. And I was like, no, it's not that bad. Like, I signed back to her, because we use sign language. Like, I've taught all my kids sign language, and our youngest is like in the height of it right now. And so I signed back like, no, it's okay. I wanted this. And I don't know if you know anything about like reflexology, like foot zoning. Whew, it's getting cold all of a sudden. But your feet are basically like a map of your body. And there was so much. I mean, she just kept going and going and going on my feet, on the heels of my feet. And I was like, this is purposeful. This is why I felt to do it, because with each of my womb cleanses, when they come, I've been being extremely intentional about what I am releasing and processing through with that blood that I let go of. And sorry, I should have said at the beginning of this video, like, this may be, warning, like this may be, I'm not gonna like be explicit, but just mature content. So anyway, I just deeply believe in blood sacrifice and what I am getting to process as my body lets go and offers that blood, which holds the stories of me and my people, my mothers and my fathers before me. So with each womb cleanse that comes, as I cycle like with moon cycles, I've been keeping track of that and being intentional with that too, but especially with womb cleanses. And so I've been just processing a lot about human sexuality and where I fit in with that. I'm gonna stand in the sun for just a second. It's so nice and warm. And where I stand with sexuality and my identity. And I've experienced some pretty harrowing things concerning sexuality, and been accused of just horrible, heartbreaking actions and intentions. And so I really got to this was like almost a couple of years ago now, just really got to check in about what I do believe and what is morally, for me, right or wrong or inappropriate or wonderful or glorious even. And so for whatever reason, I know the reasons, but I'm holding those in my heart. But I've been getting to do another round of processing through those things. And so just seeing that physically manifest in that Vietnamese woman, just like scraping off so much, I realized how far I've come and how much I've matured and healed, really, and just how much I am just so ready to let go of that I was taught all growing up, and just the things that the world teaches now, and how much of it is just not for me, and how detrimental it was to me, and how much I just parroted in my marriage, in my parenting. I just took what I was given and didn't even look at it and just passed it along. And for example, I just thought of this. I wasn't planning to share it, but it's really coming to me really strong. So there's my hummingbird friend again. I was invited to ask about and process through and repent of and look at the ways that I had been deceived concerning, well, it was phrased chastity, but sexuality, really, and human bodies, and the treatment of people. And one of the things that I got to process through was the circumcision of my sons. And I got to talk with so I communicate with my children in vitro. And so I've gotten to talk with a couple of them about that. But going back now, oh, I'm sorry. One of my kids just texted me. I just got to process through that and say, oh, okay, that was me not actually following my own moral compass. Those actions that I took were based on other people's beliefs and force and cultural norms and the traditions of our fathers. And if it were just me, I never would have even thought of doing that to one of my children or to anyone. But because it was presented to me as needful and even important, I consented, and they didn't have I don't know if you've ever been to a circumcision, but and okay. And I'm feeling my need for kindness or tact here, but for me, it is not okay. The way that it was done to my children that I witnessed, it was not okay. But I thought that I had to. And that's the only reason why I did it. And so that's what I'm saying, that I'm processing through things about sexuality, human sexuality, my sexuality, and sloughing stuff off that doesn't belong with me. I am so grateful for all of the experiences that I've had. All of them. Good, bad, negative, beautiful, horrific, wonderful. And I wouldn't trade them, but I am also grateful for all that I am learning for them and the ways that they have changed me. And made me who I am now. And I think there's still a lot of processing to go because, wow, look at the world. And look what happened to the sweet little interview of my 5-year-old son. That was just cute and funny and was absolutely exploited for, I don't even want to think about what. So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you can watch the video that I posted right before this. Okay, Shabbat Shalom.